Steve in Niagara Falls to open things up this morning. Hey, Steve, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for taking my call. Appreciate it. And again, one of the things I always thank you guys for is keeping us engaged with the Bills all year round when the season's not going on. So it's very, very thankful. It helps me get through the workday.
Yeah.
Regarding the Josh Allen not being on the Bills, or with what they would be without a year without Josh Allen, what their record would be with, say, Sam Darnold or a serviceable quarterback. All I could think about was the drought Bills. That's probably where they would be. They always had pretty good defenses and decent weapons. I mean, on offense, I think back to Eric Mold, I think back to Peerless Price, to Lee Evans, to some of the receivers we've seen come through here. And I think about what would some of those drought team Bills records be with Josh Allen?
Yeah.
And that might be something we've talked about before in the past, but I do try to think of, how good Eric Mold would have been if he had Josh Allen throwing to him. He was already one of my favorite receivers to ever play for them. And I just imagine how much better he would have been if he had a QB like Josh Allen. So that takes into account, same thing with Elijah Moore, what's he going to be with Josh Allen now? So a lot of ways you can go with it, but I was just really thinking, certain teams back in the drought era, how good would they have been with Josh Allen under center? Mm-hmm. That's really all I got. I just want to hear your thoughts on it, guys. Thanks.
Stephen, before you hang up, I want to get your thought, because as you lay this out, I start typing out a question on Twitter that it might make people mad, but I'll ask it. Would Josh Allen have led any of the drought year Bills to the AFC Championship game?
I think about the years with, and one of the guys I always go back to is the linebacking core we had with London Fletcher and Theo Spikes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Nate Clements was on that team, and Winfield. And I do think that with Josh Allen under center, I think he could have pulled off a Super Bowl with some of those defenses we had. And that's just my personal opinion, but I think that they were good enough. They just needed that guy under center. And that's really how I feel about it.
Thanks, Steve. I mean, they won 9 games a bunch of time, right? Or no, sorry, 7 games. They're 7-9 3 straight years with around 7.
They did win 9 twice, though, right?
That's right.
4, and then
once with Marone when they got that cheesy win in New England. But
I think that's the team my mind went to immediately when he asked this question.